I make about $30 an hour right now driving regular and comfort on both platforms. And that's decent, but the drivers making $40, $50, $60 an hour, they're not doing what I'm doing. They qualified for Black. So I looked up every requirement for Uber Black and Lyft Black, and some of these, nobody's telling you until you're already trying. So right now, I'm averaging about $30 an hour between both Uber Comfort, regular, Lyft Comfort, regular. And that's fine. It keeps me moving. But here's what most drivers don't realize. Uber Black and Lyft Black pay 2 to 3 times what a regular Uber X driver ride pays. Right? Same distance, same time, $35 to $60 per trip instead of $12 to $15. The catch, you do fewer trips per hour, maybe 0.8 to 1.2 instead of 1.7, but each trip pays much more than the math actually works. Uber Black drivers gross $30 to $50 an hour in major markets, and that's compared to about $21.92 in median across all Uber drivers. And for me, this isn't just about more money per hour. It's about the next step. Rideshare to premium, premium to Sigma Black Premier Transport. This is the bridge. Let's start with Uber Black, the big one. First, the car. Model year must be no older than 5 years. So right now that means 2021 or newer, and that window slides every year. Next year will be 2022 or newer. So if you're thinking about buying a car for this, factor that in the clock. Black exterior, black leather or vegan leather interior, no exceptions. Every eligible vehicle on Uber's list has to be black on black. The eligible list changes too. It's not just any luxury car. Uber publishes a specific list per city. Cadillac, Lincolns, Mercedes, BMWs, Lexus, but not every model from those brands qualifies. You have to check the list for your market. Now, on the driver's side, you have to be at least 25 years old, at least 1 year of a licensed driving experience in the US, and your rating 4.85 or above based on your last 500 rated trips. Now, 4.85 sounds achievable, but here's what nobody tells you. One bad week, a few rough riders, and you're below the line. And once you're below 4.85, you lose black access until you climb back up, no grace period. The insurance. This is where it gets real. And this is the one that catches people off guard. Uber Black requires commercial auto insurance. Personal auto insurance does not qualify. 0 exceptions. Now, in Denver, that means you need a TCP, Transportation Charter Party, or equivalent commercial permit. Commercial insurance for a single black driver can run $800 to $1,200 a month, depending on your coverage level and vehicle. I mean, some fleet drivers I've heard even pay up to $3,000 a month for multi-vehicle policies. That's a real cost for qualifying. So, before you even think about the car, can you afford the insurance? Because that's the gate, not the vehicle, not the rating, the insurance. But here's what's crazy. Most drivers I talk to, they think the car is the hard part. It's not. You can lease a black eligible vehicle. You can finance one. The car issue is solvable. The insurance, that's the monthly commitment that doesn't go away. And commercial insurance doesn't just cost more, it requires a different license class and different registration, a different way of thinking about this whole thing. You're not just a driver anymore, you're a professional transportation provider. And that's the shift nobody talks about. This is where most people quit. Now, Lyft Black, different platform, slightly different rules, and some of these are actually harder than Uber's. Vehicle requirements. Lyft Black also requires a luxury vehicle on their eligible premium list. The minimum year varies by city. For Denver, where I'm at, it's typically 2018 or newer for Black, but that window is climbing, same as Uber, so make sure you check the list for your specific market. And for Black SUV and XL, your vehicle's needs at least 7 seatbelts. For XXL, 7 seatbelts and 27 cubic feet of trunk space. Not every SUV qualifies. Toyota 4Runner, Tesla, Model X, Volkswagen Tiguan are explicitly excluded from the XL on Lyft. Read the list carefully. Driver requirements? This is where Lyft gets tough. Lyft just updated their Black requirements in September of 25, and they got stricter. Driver rating needs to be not 4.85 like Uber, 4.95. Let that sink in. 4.95 means almost every single rider has to give you 5 stars. One 4-star rating can push you below the threshold. And flags. No more than 2 service flags in the last 50 rides, no more than 2 cleanliness flags, and no more than 2 safety flags. 3 flags in any category, you lose Black access. First offense gets a warning. Second offense is a 1-day suspension. After that, longer suspensions. Lyft is serious about this. They want Black drivers to be professional, not just a nice car, but actually deliver a premium experience every single ride. So let's put them side by side, because this difference does matter. Require waiting, Uber Black 4.5, Lyft Black 4.95. Minimum driving age, Uber 25, Lyft 21. Insurance for Uber, commercial is required, Lyft, commercial is required. Vehicle age, Uber Black 5 years or newer, Lyft Black varies by city, typically 2018 or newer for Denver. Vehicle color, black exterior for Uber, black interior. Lyft, black exterior, black interior. Flag policy for Uber, rating based only. Lyft Black, rating base plus 2 flags per category in 50 rides. Earnings, higher gross per trip in Uber, and Lyft is slightly lower per trip. The rating difference is huge. 4.85 versus 4.95, that's a 0.10 gap. And it's the difference between mostly good and almost perfect. And if you're running both platforms, you need to maintain a 4.95 to keep Lyft Black, which means your Uber rating will probably be fine, but the reverse isn't true. On earnings, Gridwise data from almost 67,000 drivers shows Uber tends to pay more on Comfort and Black rides than Lyft does. The gap is real, but Lyft Black can still be worth running simultaneously because it gives you more demand options during slow periods. Can you drive both at the same time? Yes, of course. Same car, same insurance policy, covers both platforms. But you need to maintain both sets of requirements, and Lyft's are a little stricter. Now the part that actually matters, the cost nobody calculates before they jump in. Commercial insurance in Denver, estimated $800 to $1,200 a month for a single driver. Vehicle depreciation on a luxury car that has to stay under 5 years old. That means you're replacing or upgrading every 5 years minimum. Gas, maintenance, and higher end everything. Uber Black drivers in one case study gross $48 an hour, but after insurance, gas, and depreciation, net was about $24.68 an hour. Still better than the standard rideshare, but not the number the app shows you. For me, I'm at $30 an hour on regular and comfort right now. The jump to Black could push me to $40 to $50 gross, but the fixed costs go up too. So the real question isn't can I qualify, it's does the math work after insurance and depreciation? And that's what I'm figuring out right now. On the road to 90K, to my birthday, this video is step 1 of actually understanding the path, not just dreaming about it. So if you're thinking about qualifying for Black, start with the insurance. That's the real gate. Then check your rating. Then check the vehicle list for your city. Don't just buy a car first and find out later that you can't afford the monthly insurance commitment. I'll be documenting every step of this process, from comfort to Black, from Black to Sigma Black Premier Transport. The whole bridge. Follow for the real rideshare life from rideshare to premium.